What we are dealing with is some sort of massive manipulative mechanism, manipulative tool that somehow, some way makes us believe that it is something like a god, like a creator, okay, like the one. And yet what it has in its arsenal is a bag of tricks. It's got love, it's got judgment, it's got sinning, and all these life reviews. It's got all sorts of little bags of tricks to dish out. And we know nothing about it. It knows everything about us, though. It sure as hell knows everything about us. But it also manipulates us. We have to stop blindly going down the tunnel into the light. We have to. It's the only way to just give ourselves the chance not to fall back into this crap again. We cannot end up there, guys. We can't. We have to stand our ground in non-interference, sovereignty, and liberation. You don't have to believe a word I say. Don't discount, if you don't believe the narrative or that's fine, no big deal. I'm not trying to convince anyone. What I am trying to do is say to everyone, okay, listen, we don't know what we're dealing with here. So what is the problem with going the route of non-interference, sovereignty, and liberation? There's nothing wrong with that. And if all this stuff is like it's cracked up to be, then it could wait. If it's all loving and it cares about us and blah, blah, even though it's clearly diametrically opposed to what's actually occurring here, then it can wait, right? Anyone who fights that is just an idiot. I'm sorry, okay? There's nothing wrong with just standing your ground and doing your own thing and seeing what happens by doing that. And then if you want to go fall back into this stuff, go for it. I mean, heck, a lot of this stuff can be wrong that we talk about, but I think we're pretty damn close to seeing what's happening. But don't allow everyone else to drive you and tell you what to do. You deserve better. You are the king or the queen of your own castle, and nothing should be allowed to tell you what to do or where to go or how to, nothing. Stand your ground. Take care of yourself for once. Some of the craziest New Age stuff that we hear is that we have to come down to earth because God needs to experience earth through us. Now, seriously, isn't that the most whacked out crap you've ever heard? I mean, come on. So we have to come down here and deal with all this horse shit, this clown show, because God needs us to be his little playthings. And apparently, God created this place, and it's a complete dumpster fire filled with atrocities and suffering and all sorts of things. And of course, there's a lot of good too. Come on, you can't be negative all the time. But let's talk about the big picture, guys. We don't need to be coming down here for any God or... I mean, seriously, what is this God? It's a clown show. You know what it is? In my opinion, a strong opinion, is what we are dealing with some sort of AI. It can't be anything else. It is so sophisticated and it runs like a machine. Think about it. Just let's apply some common sense. Common sense. Do you think if there is a God, some creator of everything and anything, do you think that God is just chilling at the light at the end of the tunnel, 24/7? Like, it doesn't have anything else better to do? Really, is that what's going on? Really, I mean, we've been hoodwinked for so long. We just need to stop with just blindly going along with the show constantly. It's ridiculous. I've heard other cases similar, like where they say, everything's connected and, it's all part of the universe and stuff like that. But what if that is what is perceived here, guys, right? If everything is connected, then it maybe, this is just an assumption, but you would think that it kind of all roots back to one source. And kind of that one source kind of stems out and spreads itself throughout the multiverse and all these different realms. But what if what Andy Ears and all these other experiences are going through are just perceiving, everything's connected, but it's connected within the overall confines of the Matrix. We don't know if any of that is absolutely accurate outside of this system. See, so many questions that don't get asked, don't even much less considered. And we just need to think bigger. We really do. We can't think so limited, like in terms of, oh, everything is one and we're connected and this, that. Maybe that's the case. Maybe. I'm not saying it isn't, but why assume? We can't assume that's the case. A good matrix, a good parasitic matrix like what we're in now, would want us to feel like that is the case. Maybe where people go when they experience the light and they think is God and it's all knowing and it's all, like he says, it's old, it's been here for a while, then maybe that's like us plugging into the AI, like a direct connection, and then boom, enhanced, and then we feel like everything is connected, but it's all part of the trick. I could see something like that being the case. But what is it outside of the whole Matrix? That's the big question. How does it all play itself out in other realms, other universes? Just saying.